Welcome everyone to your lunar eclipse reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. The lunar eclipse is taking place October 28th. Okay, so after just having that beautiful solar eclipse where it was like letting go, energetic, but yet it also had some extreme measures when it came to energy. So if you guys were feeling any of those energetic pulls at that time, that was because that sun was coming in while that new moon was pulling in as well. So you're having these like energetic wanting to do something, but yet also having this kind of pull towards um, maybe feeling a little down, a little out. So feeling like you have two different pulls going on, right? So it really was affecting the emotions, feeling like some kind of a emotional roller coaster going on. So that was about normal, right? But it also gave you the ability to express what it was that you really wanted during your manifestations and during the time of what it was that, what are my goals? What am I really looking at within my life? Um, so as we have these eclipses coming through, they are also pulling in new cycle changes, ending old chapters, getting new fresh ones for you, cleaning the slate of karmic energy, and allowing you to push towards your dreams and your goals and getting recognized. So let's look in here and see what is going on with you, and also bringing in new soulmates. So always be, on the watch out for new friends, new soul cycles, circles, new friends coming in, out with the old, in with the new, radical shifts, in your life path, just period, right? Whether it's in your love, in your career, right? So let's take a look and see what Spirit has to say for you for this incoming new lunar eclipse and how it's going to affect your energy. Now, everybody's is a little bit different. I did do different readings. So if you are watching your rising and you realize, hey, that video is different, yes, because everybody is being pulled into different directions due to the way that the cycles are changing. So let's get in here and see what's going on with you. First card coming out is leadership. We all lead by example. Other words and actions are presenting a role model to everyone that we come into contact with. This card asks you to take an ownership of your personal leadership qualities and to align your thoughts, words, and actions for everything that you wish to see within the world. So definitely feeling like, it's time to shine. It's time to be heard. You're going to have this major spotlight being put out there on you, whether it's within the public recognition as the leader, as the leader in your career. Wow, beautiful. Let's see what's next. We have new love coming in. Wow. So a lot of new soul contracts coming in, being seen by others. Wow. So the energy of new love is around you. Sometimes if we have been hurt within relationships, we retreat. We're afraid of being hurt again. This card brings a new clear message and is an indication of your readiness to embrace love and begin a new relationship. It is safe to reach out. If you guys know that you're already within a committed relationship, been married, nothing's wrong with it. It could just be bringing in new friendships, new people to help you, new assistance, right? If you've been needing someone for counseling, if you need someone to help you, maybe you need some kind of assistance somewhere, it can actually help you find these partners. Maybe you're looking for a partnership in a career, right? So yeah, that's, it could also be there as well. So take that, how that resonates for you. We also have independence coming out. Independence is a wonderful attribute, but if taken to an extreme, it can border on isolation. Sometimes if we have been hurt or let down or trapped in a codependent relationship, we lose faith in others and learn only to rely on ourselves. This card calls you to question your inner belief and to develop healthy and interdependent relationships with an equality of both giving and receiving. So it could be a situation where, I'm telling you, for a lot of you, there's a lot of soul contracts that are going to be cut loose, right? The ending of an old relationship in the beginning of a brand new, beautiful relationship. Time to jump in, right, to what empowers you for these relationships. Like I said, they could be platonic and it could be romantic, and it could also be partnerships within some kind of career also. So, just be on the lookout for that. Okay. And let's take another card over here for leadership. Cycles of the moon. This card invites you to attune yourself with the rhythms of the moon. Notice how the phases of the moon affect your energy and learn to use these energetic shifts within you to embrace your capacity to be consciously co-creative in all aspects of your life. This is talking about manifesting, using your law and attraction. And the manifestation video will be right after this video, you guys, okay? Because I want to make sure it gets out there, because you want to manifest on this this full moon, on this lunar eclipse, right? And wanting to know, hey, you know what, how are we going to do this? What is the best things to do for this, right? So I will be getting that done. Wow. And this is going to be a good time, too, to also speak your mind. Speak up. Speak up. Under new love, that we have intention. Wow. Intention is focused thought. Prayer is a focused thought. Worry is also a focused thought. And that's crazy, because that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in the next manifestation video, is telling that little voice of protection to not make us so fearful, doubtful, and worry. Let's just visualize and get rid of that worry. It does nothing for us. Notice the predominant thoughts that you hold in your mind, because these are actually sending a request into the universe. If necessary, consciously make adjustments to your thinking patterns, and that's what we're going to be learning. We're going to be learning exactly what this card is talking about. That is so cool. Thank you, Spirit. That is wonderful. And opening up yourself to possibility. This all right here is just so crazy, because this is definitely what we're talking about in that manifestation video that is coming up. It's almost like they're preparing you. Be prepared for the next video, my friends, right? So we can learn all of this. Okay, almost everyone holds some limiting beliefs about themselves. These perceptions block us from receiving the infinite support of the universe. This card is an invitation to reassess and to look beyond these limitations, and to recognize that in opening yourself to possibility, you automatically invite positive change into your life. So it makes me wonder if these cards are going to be in the next video, which is so crazy, because I had a couple in the other videos as well that were, Spirit just really wants everybody to understand that the next reading is about this, and it's very important, very important. You as a human being have the ability to co-create. That is what you're made to do, is to create your wishes and dreams to come true. So, wow, I am loving this. So, yes, with the independence, this is saying you have all the independence you need. Open yourself up to the possibilities, my friends. Do not allow others to hold you back, right? Wow. Okay. So, loving that. Let's get on to the next ones, guys. We're going to have the moon cards coming out. Let's go straight underneath the leadership and the cycles of the moon. Bring in this beautiful new important cycle and shake up that's coming towards everyone. And that's, of course, what all the eclipses do. So, emotions are running high. Well, of course, because it's a full moon, so we're going to have that. Now, we don't have any more super moons, okay? So the emotions will not be like they were at the harvest moon, that they are at that strawberry moon, at those moons that were super moons, right? Because the harvest moon was the last super moon of the season, of the year, actually. And so your emotions won't be as high as they were, but because it is a lunar eclipse, they will run high. And of course, they won't be as high as they were during the solar eclipse. But you definitely do want to watch your emotions. Because remember, when you're manifesting too, that you want to keep all your, your emotions as vibrant as possible, and as high as possible. And if they start getting low, just kind of check yourself, right? Hey, wait a minute. Why am I thinking in such a low vibration, right? I don't need to do that. There's no real reason for that, right? And here we go. Under new love and intention is a new romantic cycle begins. So a lot of you, new moon in Libra, are definitely going to be getting into a new romantic cycle. Wow. So definitely a lot of you are getting new romances. Time to clear out the old and bring in the new. As the old periods of your life are fading away, you will see new blessings in relationships taking place. New relationships awaiting at your doorstep, right? If you're in a healthy romantic relationship, it's time to crank it up, right? You might be getting proposed to. It could just be changing. It could be people popping that question, do you want to get married? Taking the relationship to the next level. If you've been a little, too busy to have any kind of romance, intimacy type things going on, then you will find all of a sudden during this lunar eclipse that things are going to ramp up in your relationship. And of course, like I said, in bad relationships, this is where it's going to take those unhealthy relationships and extremely push them to the side. Like all of a sudden you guys are just going to feel this turbulence within a relationship as it's ramping up to make settlements, to make divorces, to push each other into the opposite directions, right? It's going to assure the separation for new relationships to step in. And this is also going to bring the shift around, around your assets, stocks, investments, things like that as well. Because you can totally feel that, right? So, yeah, with independence is the fiery climax. This is where, things are going to ramp up for you in the fiery areas of your life because luck is on your side. Wow, because prosperity does lie ahead and you're going to definitely feel this energy is gaining momentum, all around you. Wow, guys. Beautiful, beautiful time. So you're definitely going to have the green light, right, when it comes to romance, whether it's going to be on the divorce separation area or the ramping it up for the proposals, taking it to the next step, or the just intimacy, right? We're going to make more romance into our lifestyle, pushing us together. So intense emotions surrounding your partnerships for sure, your romantic partnerships. Let's see what we got over here. Emerald tablet activation, the cosmic ordering, divine alchemy, and conscious manifestation. So those are those things that you're taking as leads over here. You're saying, this is where I was manifesting. This is where I want to switch up things. I want to make sure that my manifestations are coming in. This is going to bring in those long-term committed soulmates and connections as well, right? That maybe you've been manifesting. I've been looking for love, things of this nature. But this is definitely a spiritual acceleration that's coming through. Okay, a lot of your wounds are going to start healing. For those of you, that, throughout my romances and my hardships of relationships, whether it's platonic or it's with romance, all these things are going to start being healed. You're going to find healing is going to start really taking place and recharging you. Okay, so over here in the independence and the prosperity lies ahead and opening to possibilities, you have the Seraphim's Gateway, which is saying your voice activation, angelic attunement, and divine support. And I love the voice activation because this says it's time for you to stand up. It's time for you to speak your truth. It's time for you, to bring in what it is you need. Speak what it is that you want. Take that leap of faith towards the things that you truly, truly need, because there were great lessons that were being learned. This is a lot of karmic going away as you're writing your story and clearing out your old stories, releasing your past and finding the freedom to be who you want to be and what you need to reach out for that victory, right? For your dreams and desires to come through. And yes, I love this. Oh my gosh, see at the bottom of the deck, it is karmic board clearing, energetic clearing, rewrite your story, live your truth. That's what I just said that. I just said that. So definitely feeling like there is a lot of things going on along, within your life, that what you desire in love and business and friendships and these things in these areas, You can finally feel like I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. I'm going to focus on what it is I want, the give and the share and the receive and all the things, so that I can activate what I truly want. And of course, these lunar eclipses help do so. So let's get a couple of tarot cards over here. Yes, there it is. See, soulmate connection. I'm telling you, a lot of you are getting soulmates. Some unified love, healthy relationships, building strong, healthy relationships. Yep, building strong, healthy relationships. But a lot of you are going to have a tower. Towers come with eclipses. Whether you got it for the solar eclipse, whether you're going to get it for the lunar eclipse, whether or not the universe is going to take over and make this tower, or you're going to decide to do it yourself. However it is, it's going to put you on the path of where you need to be, because that's what this is all about. This is about clearing out the old to bring in new. And everybody's going to start feeling this. We're going to start feeling these pulls. And even if you don't see it right away, you could look back in maybe January and say, oh my gosh, everything really has changed. I just didn't really 100% see it, because maybe it was small integrals of movement. If it's something quick and fast, like a new job that just opened up, a week after, you're going to notice that. You're going to say, oh my God, that happened right underneath my nose. I notice it. Right? Because things are going to start moving for you. Right? Because the universe wants to balance things out. This happens more than a lot of people realize. I mean, if you realize, we go through shifts. We go through new cycles in our life. If you remember when you were 20, you were doing something, right? And you had this new wonderful thing happen. And then all of a sudden it got taken away. There was a tower, something happened. And then all of a sudden a new door opens, and then all of a sudden you have this new, beautiful, huge life shift happening. And yes, these are the turning points, in your life to help you, right? Change things around, help you, assist you within your life, helping you sometimes even cut corners. Yes, lunar eclipses. Eclipses are great for cutting corners where we could never cut a corner before. You're like, oh my God, I could never cut a corner. I always have to take this way. Why is it all of a sudden that it feels like I'm cutting a corner? Because the universe has allowed you to cut a corner. Why? Because it wants you to do this. It's building this storm. It's building this up. Right? And for a lot of you, you're going to find yourself in the spotlight. You're going to find yourself, right, achieving things that you didn't achieve before. If you wanted that spotlight, let's say that, I needed public recognition. I want to be seen. I want this to, I want my book to be seen. All of a sudden you notice, here it comes. Right? It's almost like you can just throw the crutches down and just walk again, because you're getting this energetic push that's going to help you. And yes, it's going to feel like it's helping you cut corners. How? Right? When I've been on the back burner for so long, how is this happening? Right? Maybe you're in a band and all of a sudden you realize, you know what, my band and my gig, we've been playing this one place forever, but nobody else really wants to give us a chance. Then all of a sudden that one guy walks in and he's like, hey, who's that playing? Right? And then all of a sudden you realize they're like, hey, I want him to play at my place. I have a good venue for him to play at. And then all of a sudden you realize this big, powerful shift is happening, that's bringing ending to this area of your life and bringing this beautiful new beginning of of places you can relocate. Could even be relocating for your house, but it's all due to judgment calls. It's all due to absolution. It's your reckoning day. It's your completion of one cycle and walking into another cycle. Right? It's the time for you to shine. It's time for you to be recognized. It's time for you to get, things done. And if there's projects out there that you wanted to finish and you didn't get to finish, now they're being finished. You go back to them and say, hey, and you might even be able to sell that book very easily. Maybe you've been trying to sell your book on Amazon, and then all of a sudden, boom, you got tons of people buying because you have the sun. The sun is saying, I am in the spotlight. I am the star of the show. And when I do want to speak, I am being heard, right? When I am doing what I'm doing, I am being rewarded. You might even be getting awards at work for your, you know, long, hard projects that you've been waiting for some kind of recognition for. But whatever it is, it's definitely the time to feel like you're winning. I'm winning. Even when you have that moment in time when you have that tower, you're going to feel like, I didn't feel like I was winning. I felt like I lost. Remember, because a lot of times the tower is going to come up and you're going to say, I don't know what you're talking about, Goldie. I feel like I lost. But did you really lose? Because when you go back into December, when you look back, you're going to realize you didn't lose. You're now building something new. You're building something beautiful. Maybe you felt like you lost because maybe you lost your relationship. Maybe you got a divorce. Maybe it was the hardest thing in the world. But then all of a sudden this new beautiful person comes into your life. And then you get to look back again and say, you know what? What I felt I lost wasn't really a loss. Look at what I've gained. Every time we lose something, we gain something. Every time a door closes, that new door opens for us to have victory. And even though we don't see it right away, it doesn't matter, because after the storm comes the sun. After the clouds comes the beautiful new pieces of our life. And that's where we have to think of what is going to happen for me to walk into this world. Does it have to be devastating? And for some of you, it's not even going to be true devastation. It's just going to be like, whoa, hold on, I might have to get rid of this job that I thought that I was entertaining and having fun with, a place that I was feeling comfortable, even though I know I don't make enough money. And then having this new job, maybe you don't want to put all this stuff down because you're like, I invested a lot. But then once you walk into this new other job, you realize, I did win. Think about where you're winning. Did you really lose? Because a lot of times we do feel like we didn't really lose, we didn't really win, we lost. But when we look back and all of a sudden you're sitting with this new beautiful person, you forgot. I told myself I lost, but in actuality, between this new job, this new relocation, this new opportunity that came to me, I actually won. So you have to ask yourself, how am I going to assess these things? How am I going to look at the things that are going on within my life? Because everybody wants to look at it from a different point of view. And you can even feel like right now that you have things going on in your life where it almost seems impossible that these things could come true. But you have to tell yourself, wait a minute, there is a shift happening. There is something that's going on. You might feel new people coming into your life to help you with your responsibilities, with your finances. You just be surprised. Because I'm telling you, within the next 2-3 months, my friends, to the new year, you're going to look back at this and you're going to say, you know what? Things really did change. Things, you know what? And even if it wasn't that dramatic, things did change. For some of you, it'll be very dramatic. For others of you, it'll be very small. And it could even be continuously just continuing to keep rolling down, right? Rolling downhill as it is gathering momentum, as it is gathering, see what I mean? Gathering speed to reach that overall victory. But no matter what, it's definitely filling your life. And you're going to feel that positivity, okay? And that is exactly how real life scenarios work, right? Okay? So some of you might be feeling a little sensitive during the lunar eclipse, which is normal because of the full moon, okay? You're becoming more sensitive and need more to make changes accordingly. So just watch your emotions. It was also over there, right, on the cycles of the moon. So we could literally put this here because that's definitely about the cycles of the moon and the way that things are, going around. On the new love over here. Clarify on the new love. Building. I just keep getting building. Building, and I also have family. So some of you might even be building a family. You might know that it's time. If you have that really healthy relationship, you might know it's time to have that baby, or you might find that you're pregnant and getting ready to have that baby, right? But there could be something there that is telling you, you know what, this is where you're going to get proposed to. And then some of you are going to be building this beautiful relationship with this new person, and really feeling the love and light over here from people around you. Like I said, whether this is romantic, my friends, or whether this is just platonic for you, your purpose is to bring divine healing and love and light into this world one way or another. right? And you're going to feel that energy pulling at you. For the independence over here, yes, some of you might need some counseling. You might need to go see a counselor. Some of you might feel like, you know what, you are the empathic ear that people can come to. And you might feel like, you know what, right now is my calling to, you know, be a teacher, be a counselor. I want to, you know, give wise advice out, or maybe I need to seek wise advice about certain situations that are going on around my life. Okay. Okay, but no matter what it is, it's time for you to decide exactly what it is for your heart's true desire and what your life purpose. What is it that you want? You're rewriting your story, my friends. Remember, as things are starting to come together for you, you can always build and build and build upon the way you want your life to be. Don't ever hold back, because I always say, if you guys ever watch the manifestation videos, I always say it's better to manifest and try to co-create and give yourself that positivity, because in the end, what do you lose? Think about it. What do you lose? You lose nothing, but you have everything in the world to gain. So if it never came true, right, you lost nothing. But if it comes true, you gain everything. So do you want to trust in the universe that you could actually gain everything that you need and have everything and let go of the things that no longer serve you? Or see the point? Because in seriousness, I'd rather go with, right, with the latter, only for the fact why? Because knowing that I can co-create, put my dreams out there is so much better, because when that stuff does come true, boy, does it feel wonderful. When it doesn't come true, you know what? I can try to rewrite it, rescript it. Maybe I didn't do it right, maybe. And then sometimes you'd be surprised. 6 years later, 3 months later, 4 months later, it comes in. Maybe you were just impatient, right? Gotta watch impatience. Always remember, always manifest, and always pray for what you want to rewrite your story, because like I say, you have nothing to lose, but you have everything to gain. Right? So give yourself some credit too. Right? Always. I am strong. I am beautiful. I am wealthy. Okay? So for some of you, you have this house. Okay? So you might be relocating. You might be buying a new house. You might be moving to a new whole city. Okay? You might be sharing your house. You might be moving in with someone. Some of you have the privileged lady over here. Some of you are going to be gaining some money. That's a woman of wealth. So some of you are going to walk right into wealth, and it's expected. There is an expectation of walking right into this wealth and with a wealthy man. There's a wealthy man and a wealthy woman here, so take that how it resonates. Okay. And there's a lot of courting over here. And that's all coming out in the new love area. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Great fortune. That's the same as the Wheel of Fortune. I always call this the Wheel of Fortune Sun card. Why? Because it's just this beautiful new positive energy of great fortune, great cycles, and, you know, and just beautiful positivity and pleasure. Okay. And for some of you, yes, you are getting married. So how beautiful is this? And there's the wealth card, setting wealth. Okay, guys. And some of you are actually getting out of, I just seen it too, getting out of bad health. Some of you are getting really healthy. Some of you might be going back to the gym. Some of you might have been praying for yourself to be healthy. And here comes your great health. You might even find out that somebody is in great health. Maybe you've been praying for someone to get healthy and not be sick. And here comes your wish. Okay. Until next time, my friends, stay beautiful out there. Stay strong. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.